What's going on, guys? Billy Rains here, coming to you on the YouTubes from Durant, Oklahoma. And I'm back, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the worst trucking job I ever had. So let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? As you can see from the opening of the video, we're talking about the worst trucking company I ever worked at. Before then, I just want to say I'm glad to be back. And going forward, this is going to be an entertainment-based YouTube channel. So basically, I'm just here to make videos, try to entertain people, not take it too serious, and just do my best. That being said, not really gonna get into much, but being an entertainment channel, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for the fans. So, or subscribers, I guess. Not fans. You guys probably aren't fans, but you're subscribers, or you're at least watching the video. So if you have any questions or anything you would like to hear me talk about, leave it down in the comments section below. Like, if you wanted to know why I left YouTube for a little while, if you want to know where I'm working at now, if you want to know pretty much anything at all. I will say a lot's changed in my life. I'm in a lot better place than I had been previously. So I felt like it was a good time to come back. As long as I don't take this too serious, as long as I don't get too wrapped up in it, as long as I don't trust people I shouldn't, and put myself out there like I was doing, I feel like we should be fine. So like I said, leave me some comments down below, ask me some questions, whatever. You could make it into the video, you could be part of the content, you could do whatever. But that's not what this video is about. This video, and what if I don't get any comments or questions on the videos, what these videos are going to be is basically whatever I want them to be. So, for example, I'm here in Durant, Oklahoma at a Family Dollar distribution center, and I used to run, well, I say I used to, I worked out of here for, one second. Here at Love's in Rome, Texas. Lips are a little chapped. Want to get some chapstick. $2 for chapstick. Seems a little steep. So I said Durant, Oklahoma earlier. It wasn't Durant, it was Duncan, Oklahoma. 3 for $3. Much better. Much better. So anyway, the point of the video is talking about the worst job I ever had in trucking. So the worst job I ever had in trucking was while I was at CR England. I got put on a Family Dollar account, which is why being at the Family Dollar place gave me the idea for this video. So that's why I'm doing it, because I used to go to that place. Well, I went to that place like 2 or 3 times. And we're not in Duncan, Oklahoma anymore. We're not in Oklahoma. We're back in Corsicana, which is where I'm from. So we're in Corsicana. Got back in this morning at like 4 a.m. Went home, caught a little nap. I had to come to Walmart to get the chapstick to kind of complete that little mini story inside a story. All right, so basically here's how the story goes. I was at CR England. It was probably 4 months into my time at CR England. I was teaming with my third teammate, and I was in California, and they were looking for people for a Family Dollar account based out of Duncan, Oklahoma, running all over the place down in the Texas, mostly Dallas, Houston, Shreveport, I think, Oklahoma City, all over the place around that area. Okay, so I got here, I dropped my truck off in Dallas, and then I met up with a trainer. Before I ever went up to Oklahoma, I met up with a trainer in Dallas, and we were loading in Fort Worth area. So we did 3 stops. He had everything. He had like a fan, all this stuff, water. He was real good at it. We just plowed through this thing over 2 days. We just hammered it out real quick. Didn't seem that hard. A lot of unloading and stuff, but it wasn't that hard. So once we're done with there, you know, he's telling me like, are you sure this is for you? Yada yada. I'm like, yeah, man, I want to be home more. Da da da. So I go up to Oklahoma with him. They give me a truck with the racks on it and everything, because they had these roller things that you would put stuff on and roll them down. Well, basically, I got up there. I got all my little in-processing done, met with everybody, did all that, and they gave me my first trailer. And the way they load these trailers is floor to ceiling, front to back, and you have to unload everything by hand. So you got to wear gloves, your hands will get all messed up, all that stuff. So they gave me one going down to Houston. I think it was a 2-stopper. Maybe it was a 3-stopper. I think it was a 3-stopper, but all 3 stops were supposed to be done in one day. And this was the middle of summer, so it was super hot. So I got to the first place. I hammered it out. Did okay. Real tired, but it took me a lot longer than it should have. So I get to the second place, and I'm late, and I'm doing my best, and it takes me a really, really long time to get this done. By the time I'm done, I'm way too late to go to the third place. So like, that's fine. Just sleep down there and do it in the morning. So I did that. Went to the last place, and I was so beat the next day. Like every single thing in my body, every fiber of muscle in my body was hurting. So I'm unloading it, and it's taking forever. So long so that the lady that was a manager, she was like this 50-year-old, 54 maybe, year old Mexican lady. She jumped up back there and started working circles around me. It was so embarrassing. I called, I quit. They were like, you have to finish. So it took hours. Me and this little old lady, 70% of the work was her, unloading this truck. Finally got it unloaded. Headed up to Oklahoma. Dropped. I don't even think I did that. I think I just took it to Texas, to Dallas, to drop it off. So I did that. Dropped everything there, because that's where my car was in Dallas from when I met the guy originally. So I get in my car and go home. Well, I'm sitting there waiting on a teammate to come pick me up so I can get back over the road. So they called me, and they're like, hey, this guy's truck broke down. We want him to have your truck, so go pick him up, bring him to the Duncan yard, and then he'll drive you back down to Dallas. I was like, he's like, we'll pay you extra, everything. So I was like, bet. So I go up, pick this guy up, super cool guy. I go to Duncan, come back down to Dallas, and that was it. That's the end of my little story about the Family Dollar account. It was a hard job. The money was pretty good from what I understand if you were one of the top earners, which I was not even close to. But now I'll never do that again. I'll never do drive or unloaded freight probably ever again, unless the money was just super good. But I just can't. I mean you can see me, I'm a big dude. Like, I just cannot do it. So anyway, guys, that's gonna about do it for this video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you wouldn't mind and you made it this far, go ahead, hit that like button for me. Like I said earlier in the video, if you wouldn't mind, comment down below if you got any questions or anything you'd like to ask or me to talk about or any of that stuff down below. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's good to be back, guys. I'm happy to be back. I'm glad I'm back. Hopefully it's a good thing. If not, I'll go away for good. But maybe in one of the future videos I'll talk about like what made me decide to come back. It's an interesting kind of, funny story. But yeah, I've got a lot of, I haven't been on here in a while, so I got a lot to talk about. But that's going to do it for this video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.